Now, I don't know about you, but a lot of the laptops that I've been buying from eBay and car boot sales don't always come with a power adapter. So what I used to have to do is look up the service manual, find the part number of the power adapter that would have come with the laptop originally. I then scour eBay and Amazon looking for that part number, finding out what people are listing it as, doing a quick search and trying to find the cheapest one to get it delivered, just to see if the laptop that I brought for a few quid actually turns on. And sometimes I can spend between £7, £15 and sometimes £25 for a power adapter to plug into a laptop, and it ends up not working. So not really wasted money on the adapter, because you never know when I'm going to be able to use it again. But it can get quite costly. And then it suddenly occurred to me, well, hang on a minute, you can get universal laptop adapters for modern PCs. I'm sure you must have been able to get them back in the day, and lo and behold, you can. When you do a search, either on eBay or Amazon or any other website that sells these sort of things, you will come across all sorts of different makes and models, some of which I've heard of, some of which I haven't. I think we've all heard of Targus, which is this great big beast here. That's a 120 watt one. It's a big brick, literally, look, proper massive brick, look. Then you've got Logic, which is DSG Retail's own brand. That's Curry's PC World to the layman. They've been doing their own ones for years and years and years, so they're safe to use. Certainly I would trust them. And then you've got 2Power, which are this one, this one, this one, and this one. I've been using 2Power adapters for many years in a professional basis, replacing, you know, people's power adapters that they've damaged, lost, or, you know, they've just wore out. But I've never used a universal one before. So it wasn't until I got these that I realised how brilliant these are for retro computing and testing your laptops. Now this one is a 150 watt power adapter made by Targus. A great big quick start guide with this one, look. Trying to make it more complicated than it really is, but basically you plug in the figure of 8 power lead in there, and you choose the appropriate tip. Can only go on one way. There we go. And again, you use the chart, which will be in here, to work out which laptop does what. In fact, I think it might be on the back of this one actually. It's not on there, it's on here, look, if you can quite see that. So if you had a compact, you want L2, which by sheer luck I've just done there. Okay, and it tells you, yeah, it's like the NX 9000 series by the looks of it, and the R3000 series. That's what I got this for, because the R3000 is a really big laptop and needs a 120 watt power supply. So I couldn't use one of the 90 watts because it's not enough. Yeah, it's always better to have more than not enough. Yeah, for safety reasons, because if I was to stick a 90 watt power adapter on there, it may power the laptop on and that'll be fine, but if it decides to draw up to 120 watts and it can only provide 90, the power adapter will try and then it'll end up overheating and potentially catching fire. So make sure that you get the right voltage and the right ampage, and make sure it's the right maximum power. Remember, more is better. Certainly don't try and use anything less than what the laptop is rated for. Here we have the 2Power universal laptop car and aircraft adapter. As you can see, it's 72 watts, and on the back it shows you all the makes and models of laptops at the time that it was designed to be used with. Okay, we've got everything from Acer, Apple, Compaq and Dell to Fujitsu, HP, IBM, Packard Bell, Samsung, Sony and Toshiba. Okay, now I like these because there are lots of different tips and they're very easy to take off and put on. Okay, you see this one is specifically for Pentium 3 and Celeron laptops. It doesn't mean it'll only work on a Pentium 3 or Celeron, it's just that's what was around at the time. So it will work on Pentiums, Pentium 2s as well, and older ones if it happens to be the right tip at the right voltage. Okay, now the other 2Power one that I've got is a 90 watt version. This is one with a standard 3-pin IEC plug, and again it says it's for Celeron, Pentium 3 and most Pentium 4s. So being 90 watts, Pentium 4s. The other one was just Pentium 3s. Hello! Here's one I've used earlier. As you can see, I've taken it out of the box. What you get in the box is you get the compatible smart tip guide, which goes into a bit more details of all the different makes and models of laptops and what tips you need to use. You got a bag of the tips just here, and here's the actual adapter. Okay, it says it's 15 to 24 volts, 5 amps and 90 watt max power out. Okay, so what you do is you pull the top off. See, there's 3 little pins. Can you see that? And then you just align them up. There's a notch as well to help you get it right. I've got lots of weird and wonderful shapes. Now there must be some sort of resistor circuit inside these tips to change the voltage from the power adapter. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, because I've done this once already but it got a bit mixed up, but to save me having to keep referring to this all the time, sometimes the laptops that I've got, they're not in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure the voltage and sort them out into the 15 volts and 19 volt tips that I know are in here, and then the odd ones, well, like that one, I have no idea what that's for. That might go in the bag separately. Here we have my trusted digital multimeter. Let's turn her on. That's what she said. Let's go for this one. Stick it in just there, look. Yeah, 15.75, so that's a 15 volter. So there is a slight tolerance, they're not exactly 15 volts or 19 volts, they're always a slight tolerance in there. Okay, so let's stick that there. What do we got on that one? 19.64. Yep, so that's a 19 volt one. And this one, well, I haven't got anything to put in there, or a laptop at the moment to test it with. I don't suppose it really matters which one it goes in, because it's going to be one or the other, and it's only going to fit one laptop. It's a special strange connector type, look. So I'm going to shove that in there. So here we have one of my Dell laptops, and as you can see, what we're looking for here is 19.5 volts at 4.62 amps. Now the universal 2 power adapter that I was looking at a minute ago does up to 24 volts and up to 5 amps. So it should be spot on for this laptop, assuming that there's a power connector for it. And let's have a look. Here we go, that's the power connector we're looking for. A round one, quite a large one, and a pin in the middle. So if I remember correctly, we do have some of those. So it's going to be in the 19 volt pot, remember. I've got 15 and 19, and obviously there's a tolerance. So it was 19.65 I think it was, wasn't it? Which will be fine for 19 volts, it's spot on. So it's not one of those. It's that sort of one. That one looks a bit small, so I don't think it's that one. It's not that one. It's not that one. Oh, could be that one. It's not that one. It's not that one. I think it's more likely to be this bigger one, so I'm going to put that one away. Now I've chosen the right one. Let's see if it fits. Oh, like a glove. Pop it in. Will I get a post beep? Let's have a look. And it works.